3, 2, 1. And hello! My name is Siphon Razor / Siphon117. This is my Armored Core 4 Answer Let's Play Episode 9. And welcome to today's episode. Last match we did some more missions, talked about some rockets and just, you know, normal stuff like that. This episode, we're going to start with a good next battle. Specifically, defeating White Glint of Linearch. Now, off screen, I did some changes to my Armored Core Next. I have given it a anti-Next loadout, as it were. I've got 2 railguns and then 2 vertical missiles. And the way I'm going to operate these is I'm going to use 1 vertical missile with 1 railgun, and then alternate once I run out of the other missiles. I think I actually need to make one more change because I don't have any hangers on these. Oh dear. Now this setup does make my AC quite heavy and quite energy intensive, so I've also selected the Judith FCS because it has a good missile lock as well as a good parallel processing for the railguns. So let us begin, shall we?
Here's your mission briefing. We want you to take out Linearch's strongest military asset, White Glint. White Glint is a rank 9 next, but it is considerably more powerful than its rank suggests. If it were otherwise, we wouldn't be asking for your assistance. White Glint is too much for a single Next to take on. Therefore, we want you to work together with Stasis, a rank 1 Next. White Glint is the backbone of the Linearch forces. Once out of the picture, their will be broken, and they will be unable to resist any further. This would immediately lift the threat to the cradles. We're readying as much firepower as possible for this operation. The rest will be up to you.
So, we get to take out Linearch's primary defense, White Glint. Now, as they pointed out, White Glint is Linearch's biggest military asset, because normals and MTs are practically worthless against Armored Core Nexts, and Linearch doesn't have the resources to make arms forts, so they have to rely on White Glint. So, and it is kind of one of those games where the previous protagonist is now someone you have to fight and kill. Let's begin. And it's loading. Loading screens, the bane of everyone's existence. But I'll get to a point where I'll edit out the loading screens, but we'll see.
This is the operator of White Glint. You are trespassing in Linearch territory. Pull back immediately, or we will respond with lethal force.
Anybody who's played Armored Core 4 knows who that voice is.
So it's Fiona Jarnefeld. What right have you to speak? You who brought down Anatolia.
Let
It looks like you came to fight.
Stasis go out and do most of the fighting for now.
Commence mission. Take out the enemy next, White Glint. This battle is for rank 1. You can't go any higher. Show me what you can do.
You can fight. I'll give you that. All those fancy aerial maneuvers won't save you.
Ow. Yeah, Odstarva himself, despite being the rank 1 next, isn't really that useful in this fight.
White Glint. All those silly legends.
Ow.
They die today. I've surpassed you, and now I'll prove it.
You are the same as we once were. Think. What are you fighting for?
Oh, there they go, off to do their thing. With their infinite energy.
Booster
Because,
malfunction.
yeah.
Is that
And
what you
there
were
we
aiming
go, as he
for?
sinks into the ocean.
Hit the water. Boosters won't engage. Hull breach. Damn it, I'm taking on water. No, I can't go down here. Not now.
Is he sinking into the ocean? Just like that?
This guy,
Looks like
well,
it's
White
on.
Glint here can be quite dangerous. Because as shown in my Collard match against him, he did quite a lot of damage to me. Just firing off his rifles and stuff. And oh, come on. Let me get a lock. There we go. Oh. Oop. Dropping that. Come on, White Glint, stop popping in and out of existence.
Confirmed.
There we
White
go.
Glint has been destroyed. Mission complete.
This should be an S rank. I didn't take a whole lot of damage.
You're more than I dared
Took about
hope for.
10,000 damage, but 10,000 AP damage, I should say. So hopefully that was an S rank. And there we go, S rank. A reasonable ammo cost and a pretty good repair cost, but more than enough to give me the S rank. So let us watch some more cutscenes.
Lynarch's White Glint was defeated, and Collard's top-ranked lynx, Atsdarva, went down into the ocean. After the intense battle between the Cradle's greatest lynx, only one remained. Lynarch had lost its greatest military asset. The Cradles entered a period of stability, or so everyone believed. Behind the scenes, the League prepared for a new, more violent phase of the war. At that moment, despite the period of calm, the gears of a sinister plan had begun to turn.
More parts. Oh yes. 20 more units of FRS memory. So, that gave us this. These, the 051 ANNRs. These are by and far the best weapons in the best rifles in the game, in my humble opinion. Just saying. They have good firepower, they're accurate, they have good ammunition. Their rate of fire isn't as good as other rifles, and their melee ability isn't as great, but it's a medium range weapon, not a close range. And using two of them at once, you can output accurate, consistent damage. On the back, we got these. The Saline Spread Missile. These are also really good. A slight nerf in 1.4, they're not as accurate as in other regulations, but they're still really good missiles. So, with that done out of the way, I'm going to change my build back to the twin laser blades and twin rockets. Actually, what other weapons do I have available on the backside that I can use? Ooh, the PA molders. These increase your primal armor strength. Pulse cannons. Grenade launchers, chain guns, sniper cannons, and just, you know, more stuff like that. I think I'll stick with twin rockets for now. Let's make some quick changes. Anything on the shoulders? I don't really need the flares. Change that to there, put you there, go back to you. And look at that, I have a max EN gauge. Look at my EN recovery speed. Oh yeah. That is pretty nice right there. Twin blades and twin rockets. My stabilizers. There we go. Twin blades and twin rockets. Alright, next. Some more missions. I think I'm going to do one more selection of missions, like three more missions. And for this, I'm going to do Defeat Silent Avalanche. We're going to do this one.
This will be your mission. The client is Omer Science Technology. You're to destroy the Silent Avalanche Force. They're stationed at Sphere, a BFF-owned large-scale Kojima energy facility. At one time, the Avalanche Force was stronger than Standard Next. They are armed with high-caliber sniper cannons, which make for effective long-range weapons. However, their machines are now considered obsolete. There's a possibility the enemy will deploy ECM in defense, but don't let that slow you down. How you deal with it is up to you. That is all. With this job, you can reinforce ties with Omer Science Technology. It should prove financially rewarding as well.
So, Omer Science. Silent Avalanche is also a, not a recurring, because it's not in the series, a returning enemy, much like the Procyon energy cannons from last episode. And much like in this game, in Armored Core 4, you had a mission where you had to destroy Silent Avalanche, who were protecting Sphere. That mission was a bit more difficult because Armored Core Next were slightly slower in Armored Core 4, and you had less space to work with. But let us begin with this one. Yeah. These guys can deal quite a decent amount of damage. The rifles also do damage that is comparable to that put out by your own rifles, doing upwards of 400 to 500 AP damage. But because of their slower speed and their slower firing attack and stuff, they're not as good as Armored Core Nexts. Oop, I missed. Back up here. There we go. However, you have to keep in mind their back-mounted sniper cannons are more than capable of dealing significant damage, and they can, if all three of them hit you at once, it's equivalent to being hit by 2 sniper cannons from an Armored Core Next. Just something to keep in mind. Ooh, hello. Whew. There we go. Yeah, one of them hit me for about 2,000 to 3,000 damage.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Look at that.
3 more to go. Target destroyed. Good.
These are actually really cool normals in my opinion. And if you notice on their back, let's see if we can. Bastards. Trying to show the viewer something cool. There we go. See if we can get him to deploy here. Due to the velocity and recoil of the sniper cannons, you see these devices on the back of his legs. He'll actually deploy those. Oop, did you see that? You might not have caught it, but those will deploy into the ground when he goes to fire the sniper cannon. And then the almost missile pod looking things on the shoulders, those are ECM emitters. These guys emit ECM. But there we go. Nothing to worry about. They're quite cool, and they can do a lot of damage to you if you're not fast enough, but again, they're fairly easy to take out. And they actually have decent defenses against ballistics, but they have low AP, so the defense doesn't really matter. Not that it matters anyway, but... And S rank, yeah. Not too much, not too difficult, so... Moving on. Alright. So, destroy Megalus. This is a mission I don't like doing because reasons. You'll see why I don't like doing this mission when we get to it. And destroy Megalus. So I'll just let the guy talk.
This will be your mission. The client is Omer Science Technology. Your objective is to destroy the Line Arc power recycling plant, Megalus. The Line Arc insurgents have deployed a number of heavy anti-aircraft guns in a circle around the installation. It's a simple but highly effective system. The client therefore recommends the use of a Vanguard overboost unit. You should be able to penetrate the front line at high speed. Once through, the Megalus defenses themselves will give you little trouble. It's a brilliant plan. That is all. Omer Science Technology is very eager to accomplish this mission. If you do, you can expect a large reward.
So, one thing he fails to mention is the Megalus power plant powers the air recyclers that keep the Line Arc's people alive and keep them safe from the pollution. And that's why I don't like doing this mission. It's also surprisingly challenging given how he laid out the mission plan. Because you'd think you'd only have to worry about the guns around the power plant, but... Well, you'll see. Instead of normal laser cannons for anti-air weaponry, Line Arc apparently was able to get plasma blaster thingies that have homing plasma balls of death. I imagine these... Ow, ow, ow. See, they can do a lot of damage very quickly. Ow. Like, they're no joke. These things do a lot of damage. Oh, and you're wondering why I dropped my rockets. Ow, ow. Fucking shit. Son of a bitch, I just lost the mission. Hold on. Now, this might be the last mission, actually, since I'm having to redo it. Once you reach the AP 40%, that's when you lose the S rank.
Your VOD will allow you to quickly close in on Megalus.
I don't like this mission, both because of these things and because of what you're doing. You can see the cannons down below, but you're never able to get a good enough look at them, so I'm not really sure what they look like. Stop with your balls of death! Just gotta try and out. Ow, 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 ow. Fucking bastards.
VOB
I think there's
nearly
one more
depleted.
volley.
Prepare for normal battle maneuvers.
No, okay, that was it.
VOB depleted. Purging. Megalus is within visual range. Blow it to hell. Confirmed. Megalus has been
And there we
destroyed.
go.
Mission complete. This is the end for Linark. As long as you're aware of your actions.
I'm aware.
Stellar work.
I'm not pleased with it either. So, yeah, these cannons of evilness. These aren't too bad, but those plasma balls of death are very annoying. S rank. More parts. Schematics have been acquired. Type Lahir, type Hogire. Now, I'm going to be calling this mission good for the most part. Let's see what other parts we have available. Ooh, the MRR-100R. This is also a good rifle. Similar to the 051 ANR, or ANR. Similar levels of firepower, slightly less ammo capacity, and it's less accurate, but it weighs less. The Omer assault rifle. This is a really good assault rifle as well. It only has 180 rounds of ammunition total, but quite a good DPS. Anything else? Yes. The rapid fire Omer shotgun. Two of these, just hammering somebody can stun them and stun lock them into oblivion. Anything else to add? Oh, the Canopus. This is a good weapon right here. It's a reasonably good weapon. It's not as good. This is basically this game's Karisawa, much like it is in Armored Core 4. It does have a reasonably good rate of fire, but it's nowhere near the levels of overpowered that the Karisawa is in other games. Except for Last Raven. It's not really overpowered there. Pocket plasma pistol. The really fast, storable. This laser blade swings really fast. And I think that's it there. On the back, anything new? The Sirius laser cannon. Okay, so it's not 24,000. I was a bit off on my attack power guessings, but still 13,000. This thing is still quite capable of doing a lot of damage. I think we've had that one for a little while. Chain guns, anything else? I think that's about it on there. Parts, we got the Hogire. Hogire stuff. This is basically Stinger's head. Lancel, Judith, Holofernes, Lahir. We have Lahir parts now, which is nice. So now that we have Lahir parts, I'm going to get the Lahir side booster because it's lighter weight than what I'm using, and it's also really powerful. So we'll go with. Oh, damn it all to hell. In addition to that, I'm going to get the Lahir Over Booster, which gives me assault. It'll give me assault armor, and it'll also allow me to have an also have a decent overboost. More stabilizers, more stabilizers, and more stabilizers. And I think that will be good for now. Let's see. Yep. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Siphon Razor / Siphon117. If you liked the video, please consider giving it a like. If you want to watch more of my videos, please consider subscribing. If you disliked the video, please dislike it and tell me why you didn't like it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.